Talk about the difference between the first half and the second half. Were they doing something different there to pressure you, or what?
I think the first half we just came out, we was more ready to play. Second half, I think we kind of relaxed. I know at halftime, Coach Mack, he kind of got on us about it because he seen a couple guys in the locker room smiling, and he just thought we took our foot off the gas. That's all I think it was. We just relaxed. We got too casual with everything. So we'll work on it, get better at it. And next game, go to the next game.
That was like the first half is probably the best first half you played all year. What are you guys doing that was?
I think we're just ready to play. I think we just all came out together and ready to play. We've been knocking down shots. Everybody was hitting their free throws. So I think we were just ready to play. Came out strong and ready to play.
A lot of fouls called today. Was it a physical game or was it the refs calling it?
You have your days. Sometimes the refs don't call it. Sometimes they will. I feel like in the second half they kind of got more stricter with the touching and stuff like that. But other than that, that's the game. They're going to call it how they want to call it. You can't really do nothing about it.
Do you feel like the team is kind of hit its stride now?
I wouldn't say hit its stride. I feel like we still have things to improve on and get better at. I mean, this is an everyday thing. When we get to practice, we just try to get better. I don't feel like we hit our stride yet. We still got more things to do and get better in every position.
As a fast start, was that something that was stressed, particularly coming out of the last game?
No, not really. I feel like we just came. We all just really came to play. We was all locked in and keyed in and wanted to get the win. So I think the fast start was a good thing for us. It was our first one that we really came out hard.
First Big East road win, how does it feel?
Feels great. I mean, every win feels great, to be honest. Home, away, they're all tough wins.
Did you feel like the game was starting to get away from you when it got down to single digits? And what did you do to get back in?
I feel like it was getting away from us when we were up by double digits. When they cut it back down to single digits is when I feel like we came back together as a team like we usually do when we're in tough situations. That's what I love about this team, because last year it was kind of, sometimes we come together, sometimes we fragment. Every single time things get rough, we always come together, we talk more, we make sure everybody's in their spot, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, and that's what really brought us back into getting the lead back up.
When Semaj is having a game like that, and it's just do you find yourself, watching going like, holy shit, do you find yourself kind of in awe a little bit, or when he's doing that in the first half?
I mean, I guess. I see him doing it in practice every day, so to me it's not really being in awe. Something that, quite frankly, that's something I expect. Not to that extent, but I mean, when I looked up and he had, 20 at half or something like that, that's something that I know he's capable of, We hang out all the time, we're in the gym all the time, so I know what he can do, and he's definitely capable of that at any point in time that he puts his mind to it.
Chris, can you just talk about what happened in the second half when they came out with more pressure against you guys?
Well, I can talk about the first half too. The basketball game is two halves. We obviously didn't play as well in the second half, but you have to give DePaul some credit. They really ratted the game up. They played several different types of defenses. And there were a lot more possessions in the second half due to the fouls that were being called. So, at the end of the day, it's a road win. We have to learn from it. We haven't been a team that's turned the ball over that much. But, DePaul played in desperation mode, and, we have to do a better job taking care of the ball.
Did you expect them to press as much as they did today?
We expected them to press. As much as they did is hard to quantify. You never know what type of situation you're going to be in. If you're going to be up 10, down 10, who's in foul trouble. So once we got up at halftime, we knew pressure was coming, and we've handled it very well up until this point. And so hopefully we learn from that.
When there were some kind of strange moments, like the foul, the technical, you went to Semaj both times to shoot the free throws. Was he just your natural pick just because of the way you've been playing in the last few games?
Well, we have a free throw ladder that we execute every single day in practice, and whoever's at the top of the free throw ladder, if they're on the court when a technical foul occurs, they shoot them. So Semaj shot it, And in the case of it ever being a tie on the free throw ladder, I'm going to put the guy at the line that's already made a couple in the game.
Can you talk about some of how those early fouls just affected your complexion? Isaiah had 2 right in the first 5 minutes.
Of the second half or in the
first
game?
Half, yeah.
Well, you just have to adjust. And again, DePaul put their head down. They tried to get to the rim. We have to be better defensively to defend without fouling. Felt like the game in some ways sort of reverted back to how they were being called at the beginning of the year. And if that's the case, then you have to adjust. And unfortunately, we didn't adjust fast enough, and it became a longer half than needed to be. But again, we'll learn from it. Happy to, leave here with a win.
Semaj, when he gets, he got off to that great start. What was the difference for him in the second half? Did they switch anything up on him?
Well, a lot of the times in the second half, we were dealing with full court pressure, and we weren't necessarily, in a half-court offense where, we try to get him the ball in certain situations where he can get to the rim. We try to put him in situations where other bigs have to help on his penetration. And so it's a little bit more of an open court game, a lot of fouls being called. So it's always harder on a coach to just point and say, hey, we're going to run something for somebody when they're, running around like a Chinese fire drill on defense.
After you scored 50 points in the first half, did you have any concerns that the team would maybe sit on that lead or get too complacent?
Yeah, I had concerns, and they turned out to be well-founded. So we'll have to address that and move forward.